Hey, this is Big Papa Scott's Diner.
Yes, it is me, Gerald the Poupée.
Hey, this is Joe Gatto.
This is Eric Young.
Well, hello there. It's me, Harold the Puppet.
This is Johnny Wrestling, Johnny Ardano, and you are listening to Shootin' Poop.
Shootin' Poop.
The following podcast is brought to you by the Johners Podcasting Network, found exclusively at WrestlingWithJohners.com.
Episode 85, or whatever. I want to try shooting shit. You want to try shooting shit. We want to try shooting shit with, oh, where did he go? No sunglasses up there for you, Lunchbox?
Wow.
Come on, Silent Bob. You could make money.
I did. Yeah. When did Silent Bob join the podcast? I didn't know.
There he is.
Yeah, there he is.
There he is. How are things in front of the damn stop and go? Good. Yeah. Be awesome.
Fucking Silent Bob.
That was dead on, dude.
I know you're dead on.
That was dead on. That was dead on. We're gonna take our trench coat and go stand by a convenience store as soon as you hit Chicago, brother.
Yeah, it's just we'll make money with the pre-heart attack Silent Bob in Chicago, man. I'm feeling it.
You ever have your asshole licked by a fat man in an overcoat? You're sending me right the fuck back to Philly.
Hey, there's our first TikTok for this episode.
Smoochy Booches, ladies and gentlemen. Episode 85. We're already off. Jesus. Well, Book. Hey, man, I don't care what you say. I'll steal some freaking monkeys from a lab for justice. Damn it. She stayed loyal too. You saw the second one, man. The reboot. She was loyal, held him down.
All right, man. Okay,
she was a real one.
You know what? Talking about a real one.
35 seconds in, we're off the rails already. That's awesome.
Talking about a real one, man. Or at least somebody that used to have the real one. MLW.
Hey.
Now being brought to you on Fight TV. How you doing? So if you get Fight Plus, like all the rest of us, you get MLW, so you don't have a reason not to know Hammerstone, Fatu. The real one is no longer there.
Alex Zane or whatever.
Zane Manser.
Microman.
You know what would be a good match? I want to see Microman go against Rocky Romero. It would look like you guys remember Jackass, Preston and
Wee Man?
Wee Man. Oh, great. It'd be fantastic.
Oh man. But I'm really excited because a lot of things that they talk about it now being on Reels, which unfortunately I don't know if you guys get Reels where you're at, but it's available, but you have to upgrade to like the premium package or whatever with my with AT&T Uverse, and it's just obviously we're pretty good with what we got. So I think, but this will be a nice way to watch. And the thing is you get to watch these events live. It's not like like on delay or cut up for TV or whatever. So you get to see like War Chamber or Battle Riot, or the one that I think the next one's like, was it Never Say Never Again or something like that? And it's going to be in Joey K's neck of the woods in Philly there.
That's right. But you know something, DDJ?
Oh, Lord.
If you're not man enough to upgrade to that premium package, how are you keeping all the ladies satisfied, bud? I don't know how you guys roll out there. That's what
I only
we
got
do
one
around
lady
these
I need to
fucking
keep
parties.
satisfied.
That's good. We're going to have
And
to
that's
fucking
still-
quiz her in a couple weeks when we're out there just to make sure you're pulling your weight around that fucking relationship, bud.
Oh, son of a bitch.
No, seriously. Fucking good for them, man.
God damn it.
Good for MLW finally getting some fucking, real airtime, not just like the drizzling shits of when it was on Vice, like here and there.
I can't even tell you what Reels has.
Yeah, and like look, it's just good guys like Fatu, fucking Hammerstone, Manser, like all guys that should be a lot more popular in mainstream than they are.
For sure.
And this is a great chance for that. I'm all for it.
Myron Reed, fantastic.
I think it's a lot of it's got to do with there's just so much on mainstream TV now with, AEW's got 2 shows now.
About
They're
to
gonna
have a
have
third.
3. WWE's got 3 shows. You got Impact, even though it's on Access, more and more people are watching it. And we're going to talk about that a little bit later too. But what I love about Major League Wrestling is it really is more like world-class championship in the sense of the production. I mean, the crowd, they come to Cicero, to the stadium twice a year, something like that. And you're literally, in arm's length of Mance Warner and Hammerstone and Jacob Fatu and the Contra and all these guys that come through there, La Parca. And we get a lot of the Lucha Libres that come up here to Cicero because, it's a Mexican neighborhood. So we got a lot of Lucha Libre wrestlers that always are at that show. That's where we met Davey Boy Smith Jr. I even met Cody Hart there. And a couple of other, other guys that we've seen there perform live. And it's a huge stadium or auditorium, but man, it's hot as hell to be in.
Yeah, and there's no air conditioning or circulation. That was horrible. But
hold on. There was no air conditioning. There was no circulation. So you know what that place needed? Some fucking deodorant, you goddamn marks. Put your deodorant on. Smelly bastards. It was a $20 ticket. You could afford $5 for your fucking deodorant. Go ahead, DDJ.
The hot one with the props, baby.
I wanted to add on is like, I think when Sean mentioned about the shows, we've got like both. I think we've gone to, what was it, like 2 or 3 shows maybe.
It's 2 or 3 there, yeah.
And I always talk about the one that we went to when we met when I got to meet Davey Boy Smith Jr. because that was and Sean knows how big that was for me because that was like 2 days after my father had passed away. So I was already really emotional going into that and getting to talk to him, and him recognizing me from a tweet that he said, "Hey, I'm looking forward to seeing you" and stuff. And that just was like something that I needed that day and that show and being with my friends and stuff and all that. And Sean's posted the pictures that we would always get in front of like the backdrop or whatever, of our group that we'd go together and I think about just those memories, just in addition to the great action we saw. I mean, he mentioned all those guys, like you said, mentioned Davey Boy Smith Jr. You think about the people who got their start in MLW or kind of used MLW on their way up. You talk about Brian Pillman Jr., our, AEW World Heavyweight Champion, MJF.
He was big in MLW.
Shout out to the most marketable Richard Holiday for recently announcing that his cancer is in remission, which that is amazing. I mean, Richard Holiday is someone else who really should be more popular than what he is. And like you mentioned, the lucha style and just all the different styles that they bring. And it's a great time. And I mean, we know who these guys are, but it's going to be great to see all these people who've never gotten a chance to see Mance Warner other than the one time he was on AEW or, Jacob Fatu or Hammerstone, who, we're a couple of us are going to be seeing in a couple of weeks and stuff. And it's just, I'm really excited for it. I can't wait. It's It's great for MLW. It's just great for the business in general.
Oh yeah. So if you're not on Fight TV Plus, man, they don't sponsor us. If you want to, you can, but they don't officially sponsor us. But we do endorse it, man. Go in there, get your $5.99 a month down. It's cheaper than that $10.99, and eventual $60 per event that you're gonna have to pay. But some good wrestling content on there.
Not to mention, we mentioned MLW. You can get all GCW airs all their events live on Fight TV Plus. There's, I think, a lot of independent promotions there.
Black Label Pro. There's a lot of good stuff on there. If you have
hardcore's on there too, right?
Yes. If you have nothing to do, just turn on Fight Plus and look for your wrestling. You can find shit. Trust me.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? Let's shift gears from guys who you can see before they get their cup of coffee in the big time to the big time.
That was awful. That was awful, dude. Don't ever do that again.
Fuck you guys. Go get your coffee.
Hey, I didn't say anything. That was just Sean.
Thank you,
know
DJ.
You were so quick.
Shit
I didn't say that. Hold on, folks. You guys just need to hear this. The absolute biggest shit talker. I know everybody probably thinks it's me, but it's not. Not even fucking, not by a mile. It's this fucking goof over here.
Hi.
This motherfucker needs to jump in and talk so much shit to everybody in our group chat all the fucking time.
If I got to hear one more time about my fucking question WrestleMania weekend, I'm going to choke him. I swear to God. With his own fucking merch, I'm going to choke him.
But like, put on the show.
We found him in the basement. He had a Ring of Honor shirt wrapped around his neck.
It said boom, boom. Coach Cabana.
Boy, oh boy.
It's so bad. It's so bad. The biggest fucking shit talker out of all four of us is the fucking white meat baby face of the show. He is the fucking worst of it. And we're all like, God damn, are you okay?
And you wonder why nobody wants to drink a beer with you, dude.
You know what? I'm pulling a hard change here. We're not having a cup of coffee in the big time. We're going straight into it, baby.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is now time. Shootin' Shit proudly presents the Stirrin' Shit Facebook Question of the Week.
Why not? We're already stirring
We're
shit.
already
We might as
here.
well.
Let's fucking keep this train rolling.
Okay, so I'm gonna be honest with you. This was a full-on layup, finger roll question. To be really honest, I had nothing. I just I wanted to do the Hall of Fame. No, here's the truth. I wanted to do the Hall of Fame question that I'm gonna ask eventually. I just didn't feel like being that big a dick this week. Because I feel like I'm starting to get that reputation where everybody just thinks I'm going to be a dick, and I don't want to be a dick all the time. So,
welcome to the fucking club.
This was a legit question.
And you can ask your wife about that because she thought I was the biggest dick.
Look here, none of us are the biggest dicks because nobody talks shit to the Maria Menounos post about her being cancer free or whatever the fuck. Congrats to Maria Menounos. I know it's hard.
He still got us. He still got us, dude.
He still got us. He's gonna have a beer.
We're gonna find more time when he's not gonna get us. So
yeah, no.
The reason why this question came into mind and I wanted to ask it was because, to be honest with you, obviously 2 out of the 4 of us, I drank beer with at least 2 out of the 4. And I'm looking forward to getting together with my guys in a couple weeks and cracking a cold one with my man up there in the corner. Me and Cheech are going to hang out for the first time. And I'm excited about hanging out with him and propping his eyelids open with some toothpicks and seeing how long we can have a conversation before we got to tuck him in. And then decide which eyebrow we're going to shave off.
Hell yeah.
So I'm excited about that. That's not true, dude. I would never do that. I would never, ever do that. And if you one of the fuckers come near me with a razor, we're going to have problems.
Dude,
right now, it's just a joke.
One time I did accidentally shave my eyebrow off.
How do you accidentally shave your eyebrow off?
It's a long story. But it was an accident and I didn't mean to do it. And
How do you accidentally shave your own eyebrow
You
off?
sure it didn't just rub off while you was trying to earn that candle?
No, it's. I have another story about that, but I'll save that
It's
one.
more than stubble.
No, I accidentally shaved it off, and then I had to show my, at the time, wife, and like my ex-wife looks at me, she's like, just tell people you had a grilling accident. And I was like, what the fuck? I was like, are you fucking kidding me? And she's like, yeah, just tell them you had a grilling accident. And you just kind of turned away and just got one eyebrow. And I was like,
You get you a Sharpie and color it in.
I
Spray
let
paint
it ride,
the
man.
People's eyebrow.
I just trimmed the other one down a little lower than it normally goes, so they kind of looked a little more even.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
yeah, we're good. We're good,
Yeah.
man. It took forever to grow back, though, man. This fuckers don't grow back that fast.
So we're telling eyebrow stories, and I'm
But
gonna
I think it's very funny that everybody you can tell who everybody thinks is the good guy or the nice guy on the show because everybody wants to drink with the hot one.
I know.
It's because I have stories, dude. And here's one. Like you guys are telling eyebrow stories. Fuck it.
Pay everybody to answer you.
I didn't.
Well, look at a little shit talking coming out in the show now, bud.
Yeah, he's trying to grab them stones. I see. Anyways, talking about
no, dude, he don't talk shit on live feed because then everybody would know that he talks shit.
Right.
He just does it in our private chat.
Me, so
Yeah. He don't want everybody to know that he's that big a dick.
So anyway,
and I said that big a dick of a.
I
dick,
know.
not
We know.
a big.
Calm down, Dick Tracy. Anyways, like we were saying,
got him.
Telling some damn eyebrow stories, man. I think that's why people want to drink with me. I got stories. I've recently learned of this comedian, and it's going to be real short, named Theo Vaughn. And I feel like me and him together in a room with some beer would be awesome.
Yeah.
Because his stories and my stories are greatness. But anyway, Joey K's talking about his eyebrows, my eyebrow situation. As you guys can see, I've got some, good peepers here. And I'm in high school, right? Big dance coming up, getting a little sweaty behind the neckline because about to go out there. I'm gonna make some moves. I'm about to, first time you really try to shoot that shot, freshman year of high school, you want to really go for the big. You go big or go home. That's my thing. So back in the day, the genetics, the Puerto Rican genetics came out strong, and I had that unibrow working. Thank God that bastard don't do it no more, but it used to. And Mama Too Hottie was like, yeah, I could take care of that some bitch for you. Sit down real quick. So I sit down for what seems like an eternity, and she gets done, and I literally just have, hold on, let me get this side, that much of my fucking eyebrow left. Made me look like a fucking Rottweiler eyebrows. I told my mom, I said, what is this shit? And she said, yeah, I got lost in it. I just kept going until I had no more. I'm like, that's fucking awesome. Now I fucking look. Dude,
that's awesome, bro.
Got circular Rottweiler fucking eyebrows for like 4 weeks until that shit grew back. So yeah, that's why people want to get a beer with me, gentlemen. I have fun stories, and I'm a good person like that.
Is that what it is?
But you know what? I want to hear from you guys, right? I don't want to hear who you want to have a beer with on the show because that was the question. That was a toss-up question. We had a lot of good interaction too. A lot of random people for random reasons. I want to know from you guys. Why should people want to have a beer with you? Damn it. I just gave you my reason, Dennis.
Oh, I mean, you all know me. I don't really
go home, man. Don't rush into it. Take time and think about what you want to say here because this shit could backfire.
No, I'm good.
Just give it thought. Don't rush into it.
I'm going to say what I'm going to say, and I'm going to accept whatever consequences may come of as a result. You guys. Well, Sean knows. It's more so than obviously Jovan, because Jovan and I think only had a beer together once, and that was at that show with Ty a couple of years ago. Unfortunately, I've not had a chance to have a beer with the premiere, but that's going to change in a couple weeks and stuff. But I mean, Sean knows me. I'm honestly really not that much of a drinker. Like the only time I really drink is when I'm with my friends and stuff. And to me, it's more or less, it's not about the drinking. It's more about just sitting there having a good time with your friends and, and stuff, and just the camaraderie. And that's what I get more out of with this kind of stuff. So, you know what? It's to me, it's just about being with your friends and the people you care about more than anything than an actual, beer or something.
Oh. And what's to follow up that? poured his heart out to you, shooters. That's why you should have picked him to put a beer with you. Damn it.
It's all right. You know what? It's okay. I'm good.
You want to have a beer with me because I'm a lot funnier when you drink.
Now we're
the jokes keep coming rapid fire, and goddamn it, they get funnier and funnier as we go along. So bring it on.
That's
no, actually, my real answer is mostly because I'm not this much of a dick all the time in real life.
Yeah.
I'm a dick on the
we don't know that for sure, but we're about to find out.
Yeah, we're gonna find out. We'll report back.
Jovan, I drove you around. I was your fucking Morgan Freeman.
You were, dude. Morgan Freeman, really? You could have at least done like Viggo
Driving Miss
Mortensen.
Daisy, man. He's driving Miss Daisy.
Couldn't
Driving
have me
Miss
be
Daisy reference.
Doctor, whatever the hell his name was, the piano player.
That's why I don't worry about Miss
Miss
Daisy. I
Daisy.
miss a drink with you, man. You
Because you
good
fucking
stuff.
you sat in the back too, like you're in the back of the car.
Your brother was in the front.
I know, but still, you sat in the back. So fuck it. That made sense.
Dude, let me tell y'all real quick though. Baltimore was so fucking sketchy. Like I passed time waiting for those dudes at a fucking AMC theater that was behind a damn 18-wheeler training school that looked
you telling me
abandoned.
about that.
Dude, that
Have
shit
you
was
never seen
sketchy.
the fucking Wire before, dude? Like,
I didn't know that was actually shot on location. I thought it was, not real. Right? No, it's fucking real, guys. It's fucking real.
dude, you can't build that kind of hood on a fucking soundstage at all. So that was really shit.
I'm from Dallas, and for me to say a hood was bad, damn.
Damn.
No, dude, you should know. I'm not a fucking asshole in real life all the time.
No, he's not. He's pretty cool.
So yeah. Fuck off.
Jury's still out.
God, I can't wait to shit in the fucking tank of your toilet.
He's gonna upper deck your ass. Be careful.
Also, I'm saying you
Yeah,
better
I'm
behave in my house because you don't want to see my wife when she gets mad.
calls it an upper decker.
It's a technical term for it, buddy. Look it up.
I've seen The Office, man. I know.
So, Sean, why should people want to have a beer with a silver?
My wife will tell you that I get goofier when I drink.
Aww.
I tend to carry myself a certain way. I think everybody, like Dennis, of course, will tell you that. And apparently, I'm grouchy.
What?
What the fuck else is new?
Yeah, I didn't know that.
No.
Hey,
It's
guess
hardly
what?
ever- it's
Fucking
hardly
guys
ever
will
brought
know
up.
that. What?
Like I barely hear that I'm grouchy.
It's all right, man. I do know this. When we
No,
had
man,
it,
I just I don't know, dude. It is because I carry myself a certain way, and it's always been that way. But when I drink, I tend to be a little bit more
relaxed.
Yeah, and to be honest with you, man, I don't really do like the club thing or any of that stuff. Like I like going to a bar. I like listening to music. I like hanging with my wife. She's my best friend most of the time. You know, she's usually the person I hang out with the most. But when I get to hang out with my guys like DDJ and Jerry and Pat and Giovanni, even at the wrestling show and stuff like that, you get to a certain age, man, and you start to realize that these kind of moments in life are not as common as they were when you were younger. So when you get an opportunity to hang out with your buddies and have a few beers, I tend to get a little bit more introspective in my conversations as far as I just like talking, man. I like having a good time and communicating. And, the last time these guys came and showed up at my place, we literally spent all day in the backyard drinking, talking wrestling, movies, music, just goofing on each other and laughing and having a good time. And that's what, that's.
And
Go ahead,
a little
man.
bit of a addition to that story he just told. He had no idea we were showing up at his house that day, and he got pissed at his wife because his wife claimed that there was, what was it, like a little garter snake or something. Now she had you to go get it, and you were pissed because you didn't want to do it.
Well, I didn't have to work that day. And so she was like, we got to go to the store. We got to get all this stuff done. And I was like, okay.
So then we go to the store and like she's picking up all this stuff. I was like, what are you getting that for? We don't need that. And she's like, no, you might want to snack on it later. I was like, I don't want to snack later. I just want to get done and go home. Can we just get done?
Sean's like, I put on pants for this.
So then, we get home and she says, well, do me a favor. She goes, can you clean the kitchen up and all that? She goes, if you just clean the kitchen up, I'll leave you alone for the rest of the day. So I cleaned the kitchen up. She goes, good, thank you. She goes, you've done enough. Get you some lunch. Just go sit down. So I made me a nice lunch. I came upstairs. I had about 7 hours of wrestling and stuff to watch on my DVR. And no sooner than I hit the remote, I got, babe, there's a garter snake underneath the pool. Will you come out here and get it? And I'm like, motherfuck. I just said I was done for the day. So I'm huffing and I'm coming down the stairs and she opens up the door and then 3 goofs are standing out there. The whole thing was a setup, man. She bought a bunch of food and snacks and stuff for all of us. And yes, I felt like a dick. Fuck you.
Yes, he did.
But it was a good day, man. It was a real good day. And my daughter even helped. She came outside and served food while Gabby was cooking for us. And we just hung out, man, out in the backyard. And drinks were imbibed. And Jerry pissed in the yard and scared the neighbors. And it was a good time, man. And we got we all went and had breakfast.
John, wasn't he waving at people as he was doing that?
Yeah, he was waving at people with it. He had his dick out pissing in the backyard and was waving over the fence as they were walking by. It was the best. And of course, you know, he's got that Indiana accent, you know, like down. So, yeah, dude, it was pretty funny shit. We had a good time.
Me, Mr. Silver Wolf, is there's a family gene apparently that's getting passed. Because if I'm correct, Jerry is a cousin of one Dennis Day Jr.
Yes, sir.
Okay, just wanted to make sure I had the lineage correct there. So there may be some family.
But Jerry is also probably the closest. I have the most in common with Jerry than any of the guys as far as personality wise. We're very similar. We carry ourselves the same way.
Look here, buddy. I love you to death. And the one time we had a beer together, you were scissoring men for 10 minutes straight. So I don't know, buddy.
Oh man, that was good. Hey, I'm going to defend Sean here. He wasn't the only one doing some scissoring. You were
right.
Your ass is off too.
We were scissoring from the freaking suite to the floors to the fucking people outside of the suite. So yeah, we were scissor happy. We even got Pat to scissor, so it was a great day.
See, that's another one. Pat's real quiet, but then the more you're around him and the more Pat drinks, the more conversation you get out of Pat too. Like I have known Pat for years, and I have gotten closer to him in the last year and the years prior, and that's just because he just decided Sean's he trusts me enough to be my friend. Nice. So that's kind of cool.
If you're ever drinking with Pat, don't give him tequila.
Oh, that's a goal now.
Yeah.
Well, gentlemen, as much as I love all 3 of y'all, and I can't wait to have a beer with y'all, I can't wait to have a beer with Gabby even more.
We got plenty of bars by my house too, by the way. plenty of bars.
So yeah, we'll have to make that work somehow that weekend. I'm having a beer with Gabby, drink with Gabby. I don't know if she likes beer, but I will bring up the vodka because
she loves her vodka, soda, and limes, buddy.
We share a distinct love of
Here's
vodka.
The thing: nobody really knows how much Gabby drinks because she's usually the only one still awake.
Me too.
And I'm not saying that's a Latina thing, but
yeah, I'm. Let me put it this way, man. I'll tell you guys a good story when we get together and we're drinking, but it has to deal with being the last one always to be awake and getting out of a lot of trouble for that. Anyway. Taking ourselves from the shoot.
I'm telling you right now, if I wake up with one eyebrow, I'm kicking somebody's ass. Look, that's not a joke either. I'm swinging.
Hey, I'm the type of fucker. Hey, I'll shave your eyebrow.
Notice how I'll shave it. One. What if he didn't say anything about waking up with 0 eyebrows and kicking ass?
No, fuck that. I'll shave your eyebrow and shave mine off too, just so you don't think it's me.
You can shave my asshole too if you're down there. Just go for it, man.
Jesus Christ.
Give me a little trim.
Save him on his wax.
Wow.
Fucking economy. Yeah, man.
Can we be any more off the rails than we are right at this moment?
Off the rails, like that draft WWE just concluded last week.
What fucking shit.
I feel like that draft went on for fucking ever.
It did, because they
3
split the
fucking years
roster.
of drafting, and I still don't give 2 flying fucks. Weird.
It's like the minor league baseball draft, man. That shit just went on and on. And in the 103rd round, we're pulling up the janitor from NXT to Raw.
Dude, I wouldn't.
Change the camera guys too.
I was waiting for it because as soon as they did the announcers, I'm like, oh, apparently it's every fucking buddy. So fuck it. We're calling up the dude that cleans off the sweat. Let's go. Coming to Raw, buddy.
Let's go.
Ah, fuck. But on a serious note, DDJ wants to know. He wants to rapid fire here, guys. If you have any answers for him, if you don't, you can express yourself as Joey K just did with drizzling shits comment, or you could answer DDJ's rapid fire question of the draft just concluded. Give me one pick you liked, one pick you didn't, and who from NXT is going to flourish with their pick selection.
I'm really glad that Rhea Ripley's going to Raw. I think that's a good trade, and I think Bianca Belair going to SmackDown is going to be good for SmackDown. I think she's more of a SmackDown talent. I'm really, really hoping that somewhere along the way there's going to be a heel turn in her future, because she's been smiling for 2 years, and I think that needs to change. My only comment on the NXT call-ups is very simply this. 1, they're not ready. 2, there's too many NXT call-ups already there that aren't doing shit. And 3, and I mean this from the very bottom of my heart, they aren't fucking ready. They should have never been called up. They're gonna drown like everybody else. We're 6 months away from Braun Breaker dancing in the middle of the ring like a funkadactyl or whatever the fuck they were called. It's not gonna work, man. I mean, these guys, I get the idea. I just don't understand. You're not using the talent that you have properly. So instead of working on fixing what the problem already is, you're adding more shit to the mix. Yeah, I just don't get. It's like cooking beef bourguignon from Julia Child's, cookbook. There's like 140 steps when it's fucking pot roast.
Damn.
You throw it in the mix, season it just right. You put it in the crock pot, in 4 hours, you have a delicious dinner. You don't keep fucking adding more problems. You got too much show. You're misusing your talent, and now you're bringing more people up. I don't get that. I don't get it. And like even Indy Hartwell, she literally just won the belt like 2 weeks ago.
Yep.
And she's being called up. Braun Breaker's had 30 matches on TV.
Mm-hmm.
Never been out of Full Sail Arena. We're bringing him up. These guys, it's not going to work. It's just not going to work. I feel bad.
I think
these guys are all.
I want to say.
Go ahead.
I want to say in response to your comment that none of the NXT talents that got called up already. I want to disagree with you on a couple of them. One of them is Cameron Grimes. I think he is ready. I think he's been ready. He's not my one that I think is going to do well, but my other one is. So I'm going to say that for a little bit later. As for the picks that I do like, I liked what you said about the women's champion switching brands, because you said Rhea going to Raw and Bianca going to SmackDown. I think Bianca going to SmackDown is great because she's literally gone through everybody on the Raw roster. There's really nobody left.
Right, which is why they're switching her. Yeah.
Right, and stuff. I guess the one draft pick that I'm really excited for or really liked was Gunther getting drafted to Raw, because I think he's gone. He's just ready. I want to see him against guys like Bronson Reed. I want to see him up against some of the bigger boys there, and stuff. And Raw's got a lot of big boys there, so that's the one I like. One I don't know if there's. I mean, excuse me. Mm-hmm. I guess they're one that I did not like. I don't even really know if there was one that like I glaringly did not like, but there were a few that I'm just kind of like, eh. But for my NXT, like the one I think is going to do really well, and I'm sure you guys shit all over me about most everything else I say, so I might as well just add on to it. Honestly, I think
we don't.
I think Pretty Deadly is going to do really well on SmackDown.
Oh God, see
see,
we wouldn't shit on you.
We try not to
shit like that.
Yeah, we try not to. Pretty Deadly,
That's
really?
Your perception, though.
Dude, no, that it's
the Ass Boys knockoff in WWE. Pretty Deadly, really?
Like and here's the thing, and I'm not trying to, I'm not trying to shit on it. I'm not. Like, I understand that you're a fan of them, but they're not gonna like. Braun Breaker's got a better chance on of doing something on Raw than Pretty Deadly. Pretty Deadly will be models for that of whatever fucking deal
Premium
they
male
got
models.
going there. Yeah,
that's already been done.
Yeah, I mean, it's just all these guys are going to come up. They're going to fuck with everything that anything that they've built their name on in NXT is going to get fucking fucked with. That's what happens.
Yeah.
Look at Corbin Burnson, Fandango, Kyler Breeze,
Corbin Burnson.
All these guys that have came up from NXT who are stars in NXT, they get to the main roster and they flounder and they end up, like just a part of some fucking mosh or some battle royal or some food fight backstage because they don't have anything for them to do and there's nobody there that wants to see them. Like, it's not that I don't think they're talented, DDJ. I just don't think they're ready for it.
You're entitled to your opinion.
No, I understand that, man. But that's the difference between hitting a ball in Oakland at the Coliseum or being a fucking starting hitter for the Yankees.
Hey, man, Moneyball.
Yeah,
Joey K.
Oh, you really want to hear what I have to say?
Yeah, he's harder than me, bro. Yeah, that's the beat.
Oh, well, I don't give a fuck. I really don't. I don't fucking care about the draft. I think it's stupid. It's dumb. They're just flip-flopping a few talents. Big fucking deal. So they can do it all again next year. We're going to shake things up. Well, guess what? You're still going to have some of the same shitty storylines happening right now. You moved some of the fucking feuds that everybody's sick of in pairs over to the opposite shows. So what? I get to watch the same bullshit on Monday that I used to watch on a Friday? Big fucking
yeah,
deal.
but no, dude. But that's red. You'll be watching it in a red.
Oh,
with red lights and red signage.
That's it. Sign me up. I'm sold.
I'm still trying to wrap my head around how Sean just said Corbin Burnson wasn't ready for the main roster when Corbin Burnson was playing third base for the Cleveland Indians in Major League.
Well, if you're really going to wrap your head around that one, you're not going to like what I have to say next because
I don't like a lot of what you have to say.
Yeah, it's going to get worse for you in a second. Yeah, no one gives a fuck about NXT on the show but DDJ. And it's the truth because DDJ is the only fucking fanboy mark for NXT and their fucking Mickey Mouse 1992 gimmick bullshit. I fucking can't stand it. I hope 18 call-ups from NXT all fail and just miserably have to go back to the same shithole performance center where they're stuck in because it's garbage. Fucking even Braun Breaker, yeah. Fucking let him put him in a jumpsuit and let him dance. He's not ready. He's not going to do anything. None of these people are. These fucking kids, they don't deserve a shot on a fucking main television show. They don't even deserve a shot half the time on the NXT programming. And if they put NXT back on fucking say Peacock like it used to be on the network, nobody would watch that shit. It's just something to do on a Tuesday night when you're bored. It's fucking ass. It is straight fucking stank ass. That's it. Beautiful. So I am not for this draft. I am not for the NXT call-ups. I couldn't even tell you fucking 4 names off the list of NXT people. I saw the list without team names and shit. I'm like, who the fuck is this Hammenegger? I don't even know. It was absolute. I was like, whatever. I don't care. I'm over it. I'm fucking done. I'm probably done with WWE for a while. Just until I fucking feel like watching it. I'll probably watch their shit show on Saturday night though.
Fantastic. Happy.
Hey, I gotta support my Puerto Rican brothers somehow.
I mean, they called up Waller. They called up Grayson Waller, right?
Yeah.
Okay, that kid I know. He's actually decent. I'll give you that.
He's been healing it up and doing real well with it. But here's the problem. Now he's going to go to where did he get called up to? DJ
SmackDown.
Okay, well, at least he's on the same place as Austin Theory because he's basically Austin Theory with a British accent.
Yeah. That was my thought exactly. That kid's pretty good, but they already have one of them. And the one of them that they have on the main show sucks too.
And that's kind of my point is like these guys are talented. They're workers. Breaker's a worker. Grayson Waller's a worker. What's the other one? The country boy, Grimes.
Cameron
Grimes. We watched him wrestle for AAW here in Chicago. He wrestled at Bourbon Street. The guy
actually, I think if I'm not mistaken, I think it was his last match before he got signed by NXT.
Yeah, and I like the guy, but he's gonna get on Raw or Smack. Where are they? Raw or SmackDown? I don't know which.
He got drafted to SmackDown too, I believe.
Dude, that he's 3 weeks away from fucking coming to the ring with a fucking banjo fucking strapped to his back because of that accent of his. They're gonna play that shit off, dude. It's not gonna be about his talent or his ability or any of that shit. You know what I mean? And that's what pisses me off about it. There is talent in NXT. I am not a fan of the 1980s gimmick bullshit that they're doing there, but they have good matches and they have been doing good TV. But then you take everybody that's been filling your cards and you pull them all up.
Yeah.
And you don't have enough going on up there for the people that you have. It just doesn't make sense to me. Yeah, I'm not saying that they can't make it on Raw. I'm just saying they're not ready to because there's nothing there for them. They're not coming into a storyline or built-in feuds or anything. They're going to be introduced as brand new talents to probably a fan base that doesn't even watch.
Yeah.
You're just setting them up to fail. It's not the talent and the people like that. The tag team that you were talking about, I'm not a fan of their gimmick or whatever, but those guys work. They're workers. They're a good heel tag team. But because of the hair and the fucking stupid wardrobe and I can't get past that dumb shit. I just can't.
Well, ladies, I'm going to keep mine nice and sweet and short, which is the theme for Rapid Fire. Maybe we'll remember next week, you long-witted bastards. My rapid fire answers.
It's a hot topic, man.
It is a hot topic. Maybe we should have just made it a damn topic, but then
I'd rather shop at Hot Topic than talk about this topic.
Hey, don't diss, man. Hot Topic got me a lot of play back in the day. Damn it. Now you got to pick those girls up at Tord. If you know, you know.
So that's where you met Evil.
Oh,
the plot thickens.
The plot thickens.
The what thicken? Oh, the plot. The
plot. Dude, who erased my Evil photo? Did I do that? Damn it.
I think you did. You said you was going to read. Nope, there she is.
In all her beauty. Evil for sure
shops.
Butte,
Clark.
For sure shops at at Tord now. She shops at Tord fucking back in the day used to be Hot Topic. Anyway, off topic for Hot Topic and Evil. Shit, back to rapid fire. What I like, call-ups, the mix-ups that I liked in the draft, man. I'm going to double down with whoever said Imperium to Raw is the good move. Put them on the name brand because that's the best move of the draft. Worst move of the draft was moving Cody Rhodes to Raw, killing the storyline that he had with the Bloodline.
I don't think that's necessarily the case. I thought about that, but I kind of think it's good because it keeps them apart for a little while.
Well, you can kiss my grits because now if he wins that Raw title, it really does just feel like you're the second best.
He's not going to win that title.
Yeah,
you're right. Roman Reigns is.
Yeah, somehow.
I thought about that. You by saying that, by the way, when I saw Paul Heyman on Raw looking at that belt, I'm thinking, man, he ain't gonna let me live that down.
Damn right, baby.
And my NXT call-up that actually has a chance at thriving, I'm gonna go with JD McDonough, who in NXT UK was Jordan Devlin. The kid's a 5-tool player. He just needs the chance. That's how you do rapid fire, ladies and gentlemen. To our
we all
other
know
topic.
Devon knows about rapid fire.
Damn right. It's not. I don't get
Well,
paid
no
by the
problem.
hour. I don't get paid by the hour. 5 seconds, and I was too fast last time. So 5 seconds is all it took. Anyway,
twice, it's enough for 2 times for Jovan.
yeah. Hey, I'm efficient. What can I say? Get it done. Get her done. Anyway, you know who's getting it done right now? Putting in that work, finishing the story. All Elite Wrestling, man. They
That
came.
one wasn't as good. That one wasn't as good.
What can I say?
It was a swing. It's just a miss. That's all. Go ahead.
How can it be a miss? They built the back of that whole company off of the back of Cody Rhodes, so they could still use his fucking catchphrases.
Okay.
Doing the work, because I think they still own that one, or at least co-own it. Who knows what the fuck they're doing with it? Dustin has it on his shit. Anyway, AEW betting on themselves again. Rumors have it that they're all in at Wembley, which for all of the astute wrestling nerds out there, you guys remember All In is what started all this way, way back in the day. Wembley Stadium has roughly 96K in capacity for people-wise. They're already at 50 in the pre-sale. Actual sale starts tomorrow for everybody out there in England. Guys, if they sell this out, it could be big news for AEW. Also, rumors going around, if this does really well, AEW may consider that their WrestleMania All In. Give me some thoughts, you guys. What are we thinking AEW at Wembley in the All In WrestleMania comparisons?
I'm honestly surprised that they've sold this many tickets, but at the same time, I'm not, because England's been, and the UK's been patiently waiting for an AEW show since AEW launched almost 4 years ago, and so I think that's part of the reason. But it's still really cool to see this, because I think a lot of the WWE diehards and the AEW haters and stuff were probably thinking they weren't going to come even close to that. I don't think that they'll completely sell out that arena. Like, I don't see them selling 96,000. I could see them getting close to 60, 70,000 people, though, at the rate it's going right now.
I do see them selling it out. And here's my thought process. I'm like, as you said numerous times, DDJ, they've been waiting for a show over there, and we talked about this a little bit over the last couple of weeks about how, who's going to be on the card, what's the card looking like, and all this, and who would be there to perform. One of two things can happen: they can sell this out and have a great show, or they can sell this out and the show is like the first All In, which was pretty much just a glamorized house show. I mean, I think we can all agree on that. And yeah, it was great. We loved it. It was entertaining. We had fun with it, but it was like WrestleMania 1. And I think with the quality of pay-per-views that WWE has been putting out, and as well as AEW, I mean, yeah, their storylines are still shit, but the matches are always good, and we're always involved in them. We're always enjoying them. So, I mean, if they do sell out the arena, which I think they will, they better bring it, man. I mean, they better come with something that's worth it, because 96,000 people and you miss. I mean, this might be their biggest swing. I mean, it's make or break. Like, if they fuck this up, it has to be. This is the kind of shit that ruins a company, especially a young upstart company like what they have.
And to kind of piggyback off what Sean just said about taking a swing and better connect, think about what happened to Ring of Honor after the Supercard. I remember everybody talked about how good New Japan stuff was. That the G1, in Madison Square Garden back in 2019. But a lot of people attribute the downfall of Ring of Honor to the point where Tony Khan had to buy it to that night because of how bad the Ring of Honor stuff was booked.
You smoke a lot of crack out there?
Are you talking to us in general, or just
that fucking Midwest crack, especially fucking this fucking goof up here in the top corner.
Brother, I smoked a lot of stuff, but then it was never crack.
Because here's the thing. This ain't no fucking big swing, and they better hit out of the park, dude. They could put a fucking monkey, fucking a doorknob in the middle of that ring, and it's gonna sell probably 80,000 tickets because these motherfuckers just want to see fucking a major company run a pro wrestling show there. That's it. They don't need anything else. It's not a fucking big gamble. Let's be real.
It is a big gamble because there's going to be, and here's why, and this is why I disagree with you. It's not a big deal to the people that are there in the stadium because it's going to be their first AEW show and they get to live off that. But for those of us who are going to pay $50 to watch this fucking pay-per-view and then turn around a fucking month later and buy tickets to go to All Out in Chicago, they better fucking bring it.
A month.
Because we all know that it ain't about the tickets you sell in the arena now anymore.
It's a week.
It's also about your pay-per-view buys or PLEs or whatever the fuck you want to call it.
Yeah, but honestly, though, let's be real. You're in the minority of that, dude. So it doesn't matter. It really doesn't. And that's why I disagree with you all day. You're in the vast minority of like, it better fucking impress me because I have to put out this extra money. Most AEW fans, they're going to be like, I don't give a fuck. Feed me whatever. I don't care. I will eat this heaping pile of shit and smile and ask for seconds. That's what they do. That's the fucking AEW mark fucking mentality. So, you know, is it a big gamble? Not really. Is it stupid timing? Absolutely, in my opinion, because I ain't paying for both fucking shows. I don't know how I'm gonna watch it, wink. But but you know, because you single dad life, hey. But my biggest problem is that they're gonna sell a ton of tickets. They're gonna fucking have this big fucking monumental thing, and honestly, the card's going to be heavily stacked towards the local crowd there, but all the fucking AEW fans are going to think it's the greatest thing since fucking, you know, of all time, since the last great thing AEW has done. But
which was what?
I don't know. Ask a real fucking AEW fan. Like they'll tell you, like, they fucking they announced some match for Rampage. It's the greatest thing I've ever heard. You know, like it's like what the fuck ever, dude. But. You know, like, yeah, I don't find it to be a huge gamble. I think they'll be A-okay. They'll be just fine. The fucking marks are still going to pay their money and buy both shows, and Tony Khan gets to fucking go to Chicago, buy that fucking premium Coke that he gets. And, yeah, I have no idea why the mark thing's up here. But
because you said marks. DDJ's arm automatically goes to the button. He can't help it. It's like a nerve reaction thing.
Oh,
see?
God. Yeah.
Hey. May the fourth be with you from that, Mark.
I am a Jedi like my father before me.
Well, either way, I don't find it to be that big of a gamble. That's why. But I think it's really fucking shitty timing.
Well, yeah, man. It's not a gamble if you're fucking stealing the feed.
Wait, who's doing that? Who said that?
Yeah, we never endorsed that.
Whoa. You don't advocate that stuff on this show.
Whoa.
Nobody
said that. Allegedly.
Whoa.
If we did, where would you go?
See that wink.
I wouldn't even know where to tell you to go to. I wouldn't know of any kind of website that might offer such type of streaming or an actual social media platform that does it as well too, that kind of find loopholes that may or may not be banned in the US in the near future. I don't know. I don't know these kind of things. I'm not that kind of person, Jovan.
What?
That reminds me. Follow us on TikTok. Why not? Do it. You're already there, most of y'all.
What?
Follow us on TikTok. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. Quick question. Do we think they blew their nut with this pre-sale though? The 50,000 tickets in the pre-sale, and everybody's gonna be like, "Oh my god!" I don't think it's gonna sell out. I really don't. I think they're gonna sell maybe another 15 to 20,000, and I think they're gonna cap that around 70, which is, I mean, amazing. Don't get me wrong, but I don't think
phenomenal.
I honestly think they can sell 40,000 in the UK over there to get, you know.
But they did.
Yeah,
they already have. They sold.
Shout out for our boy Pele because he got tickets. He's going. Our buddy Pele.
Yeah, I know a couple other people that are going too.
Well, yeah. I mean, if you live in the UK, like you could drive all that in what 4 or 5 hours. Fuck.
No. Our buddy Pele lives
here in the States.
Yeah. Ah, okay. I'm about to say
like people go flying over,
and you're not going to put the fucking mark sign up for that shit.
That's what I'm saying.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, that's dedication right there.
Dude, like
Yeah, that is fucking.
I don't think I've been dedicated to anything like that my whole life, actually.
Well, that's because we ain't got the money, brother.
Cowboys.
That's true. That's true. Hey, shout out to me, Mark Callis.
Whatever happened to that guy?
What he's doing tonight?
Oh man,
I think he's doing all right.
Fucking flash in the pan, bud. Flash in the pan.
I should fucking ham and eggers.
Nobody's gonna pay to let that guy wrestle.
So yeah, that's what they said. They also told George Strait that no one will come to hear a ranch hand sing, and if you like country music, you know that's not true.
God, I love George Strait.
He's a hell of a dude. I really enjoyed meeting him.
Dude, I actually seen George Strait play in Waco, Texas at the mall.
Oh shit.
When I was a kid, man. Yeah, we lived in Dallas and my cousin lived in Waco.
Nice.
Yeah, I also saw the country cover version of George Queer doing like all covers. It was really awesome.
Dude. That's not cool.
I know. What the hell? George Queer. That's fucked up.
Is that a stress ball you have in your hand, Sean?
Yeah.
Okay. It was a gimmicky country cover thing.
I like the general, the actual Anyway, transitioning out of AEW and let's get into some more fun stuff. We'll wrap up with this, gentlemen. Earlier on the show, we talked about Impact Wrestling a little bit, just to tease, and we'll pay off here. Impact Wrestling got maybe its biggest rub in a very long time. Maybe since this might be a bigger rub than Kenny Omega becoming the belt collector. But Pro Wrestling, what is it? PWI Pro Wrestling
Illustrated.
There you go. PWI put out their new cover for their latest issue, and it is all the women of the Knockouts division. And the issue heralds them as the best women's division in all of pro wrestling. I wonder where you've heard that from.
I have no idea.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I know.
People
Pretty
have been
sure
saying
everybody that's on your current
like
computer screen and the guy that's not has
taboo.
all said that they're the best women's division in all professional wrestling.
I'm gonna open it here with you. I'm gonna open this one with you guys on this little quote from the great D'Lo Brown. Somebody asked D'Lo.
You better recognize.
Somebody asked D'Lo in reference to the big support from PWI and the new magazine cover, what he thought about people now might being able to get interested in Impact Wrestling. D'Lo said, "We've said it for a long time. We are putting out some of the best content in the professional wrestling world, and if you're not watching it, that's not my problem." Basically, it's on you. They're doing great things, and if you don't want to watch it, you want to be blind to it, hey, it's on you. Gentlemen, what do we think about this Impact rub?
I think what they said is absolutely true. The Knockouts division, which has been mentioned on this show multiple times and will probably be mentioned on the show multiple times in the future, is the best women's division in wrestling, hands down. I mean, you look at the roster, you have, Deonna Purrazzo as your champion. You've got Jordan Grace, Mickey James, still going strong. You got
Masha Slamovich.
The debuting Trinity Fatu.
Yes,
Death
Trinity. The Death Dolls. What's her
Masha
name?
Steele.
And Kylan King, the women's tag team champ. Taylor Wilde.
Yeah.
And stuff. I mean,
Yeah.
It was. I mean, you got Alicia Edwards.
She's actually really sweet. I got to meet her at a convention. Talk about down to earth fucking. I didn't recognize her, and she was just funny as fuck.
Yeah, that's cool. But yeah, and like you just mentioned, Trinity Fatu, she's going to do nothing but benefit and add to that women's division.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To me, any big name woman wrestler who is a free agent would be hard pressed not to go to Impact. Yes, they may not get as much views as other places. Hell, they may not even be able to pay as high as other places. But if you are truly about the craft, you have to stop there, at least for your cup of coffee.
Cup of coffee.
Joey K, cup of coffee?
Dude, this is old news. We've been talking about this shit forever. Yeah. So, like, I mean, yeah, it's about time to get on a fucking cover and something a little bit popular, but fuck, anybody who's been watching more than AEW or WWE, yeah, we knew this shit a long time ago.
Yeah.
I went back to my very first show with you guys and listened to that a while back just to kind of,
See the progression.
Yeah, to be honest with you. And I remember on that episode that, I was gifted with the opportunity to speak about my love for Impact Wrestling and literally said that the women's division was the best women's division. And there was at least every single, all three of you at one point or another all said, we have been talking about that for a very long time. And here's the thing about this rub for them with PWI. Yes, it's true. Their women division is hands down the best wrestling, female, women's wrestling in the country going on right now. The AEW is a far, far second, and WWE. Come on, man. It's been the same shit for a long time with WWE. Donna, and I'm a fan of Bianca Belair, and I'm a fan of Rhea Ripley, and I'm really glad that Rhea Ripley's getting an opportunity to run with this belt. But the problem is it's a diluted talent base because you're just the reason why we have the draft is because we get sick of seeing the same 5 fucking people wrestle the same champion. And that's what happens in every division in the WWE, NXT, Raw, SmackDown. It don't matter. The Usos have been fighting the New Day for fucking years. This is just the way it is. But with Impact, man, you just never know what you're going to get. And the great thing about this rub for the women's division is it's going to bring more eyes to a product that universally is better.
Yeah.
Not just the best women's division, but the men's division and the storylines and the wrestling that is going on in Impact as a company, as a whole, is far better than what's going on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday.
Yeah.
And the faster you guys know that and get out and watch these guys and support them, the more opportunities we're going to get to see them on maybe a better channel and have more access to them. See what I did there? It looks easy, but it's not. There is a lot of stuff going on with this company. And the fact that they're getting a rub from a national publication that I haven't bought a PWI in probably 15 years, 20 years, maybe 30 even. I don't know. But for me, Pro Wrestling Illustrated was always kind of the go-to. So for them to put them women on the cover of the magazine, and I know what's going to happen now. Like WWE is going to they're just going to fucking rape and pillage that federation now that they get national fucking, credit. But that's okay.
Some of
those girls need to be pulled up and moved on to AEW and Ring of Honor and getting more opportunities on a national level. But
so for those of y'all who don't know, or haven't seen it, the PWI cover features prominently in the middle Mickie James, Masha Slamovich, Rosemary, which is awesome that they put a lifer in there like Rosemary. Jordan
I know,
Grace,
dude,
right? Savannah, what's Savannah's last name? She's Savannah
Evans.
There you go, Evans. The virtuosa Deonna Purrazzo and Giselle Shaw, all of the women on Impact fighting over the Impact Knockouts champion. Tagline is stronger, faster, better than ever. Impact's epic knockout division. I own a copy. It is signed by Jordan Grace. Hopefully I can get it signed by all the ladies. That's something to put up on the wall. Just because, we've talked about Impact for so much. We've been behind the knockouts for so long. They finally got a little shine. Yes, I know. That was a poor choice, but they're finally getting a little shine. I think it's amazing and beautiful thing. So,
Javon, as long as you're putting that issue up on the wall and not hanging on the ceiling above your bed, I think we're okay.
Hey, man, I'm a sniper, baby. What can I say? I go for gold. Anyway,
whatever gets you there, bud. Whatever.
Ray next that glass. Anyway,
just dig a hole, baby. Dig a hole.
That's right. Damn right I will. All right.
You made that way more fucking nasty than I intended it to be, man.
What can I say?
That sounded way aggressive.
I get a little nasty
That's
sometimes.
just you and DJ got this way of making shit just way more aggressive than it needs to be.
You know what's way more aggressive than it needs to be? Final thoughts. Who wants to start us? There it is. Oh, that's beautiful.
That's a nice
cover, by
man.
the way. Pulled it up.
It's a badass cover, dude.
Okay, man. Look at them triceps on Jordan Grace.
Oh Lord.
Oh,
she
boy.
works out.
Yeah, she works out all right.
She's got the juice now, is what you're trying to tell me?
I'm just saying, man. I don't know that she would pass a wellness examination in WWE, man. I just don't.
I think she's also like a professional bodybuilder, though. Like, don't they test for that there? Or
Dude, you don't go from a power lifter's body, lose 60 pounds, and nothing but rip. Her face is thinned out too. It's just, if you go and look, man, just trust me. I know these things.
Look, man, I'll still call her ma'am. I don't want to get my ass whooped. Final thoughts.
I'm not. I'm a fan, dude. I love Jordan Grace. I just think it's time to maybe back off a little bit.
Hey, before we get to final thoughts, one more rapid fire. Since it's May the 4th and Star Wars days, what's everybody's favorite Star Wars movie?
Anybody want to take that?
Well,
Empire Strikes Back.
Return of the Jedi for me.
Yeah, those are the two good ones, man. Two of the originals. Joey?
Jedi? It was like nothing but fucking Muppets, dude.
Hey, man. You don't like the Ewoks?
Well, you wouldn't.
If anybody got that reference,
know nothing about it because you guys were like fucking embryos when these movies first started coming out.
I'm gonna fuck all you guys up because I'm like diehard Star Wars fan. Everything.
As long as you don't say whatever one Jar Jar Binks was in, we're
Look, you shit on Jar Jar Binks, but honestly, episode 1 gave us the pod racing, gave us the midichlorians. Episode 1 also gave us Darth Maul. Far outweighs Jar Jar Binks. Sorry.
Dude, the best part of this season of The Mandalorian was having Ahmed Best back and redeeming himself from Jar Jar Binks to becoming a badass fucking Jedi. And that's the reason that Grogu escaped. So, spoiler. Sorry about that. But now I'm gonna fuck all you guys up because my all-time favorite for the longest time was Empire. But I will say my favorite currently is Rogue One. That fucking movie is
that's not a bad choice. That's a really damn good movie.
I was a big fan of Rogue One, and I love the fact that the one mere mention in the first movie was the basis for that being born, and I love that.
Yeah, they took a plot hole and they made an entire fucking movie about it. It's beautiful.
Oh, dude, I loved it. I loved it.
No, I thoroughly love Rogue One, just the way it ends and then transitions into A New Hope. It's fucking awesome.
It is the best movie outside of the Holy Trinity. So there you go.
I agree.
I'll agree with that too.
And shout out. I know a lot of people hated Solo. I fucking enjoyed the fuck out of Solo. I don't care.
I like Solo.
Dude,
I enjoy Solo.
Donald Glover as Lando is just
everything I needed in life.
Yeah.
Wookie was a little horrible, but
and let's just shout out Lando Calabrese in any way, dude. Was that not the coolest motherfucker ever?
It was.
Billy D. Williams, man. Billy D. Williams, baby.
That's why we drank Colt 45. Oh. Be smooth. Anyway,
that shit tasted like weasel piss, but you still thought you were cool.
You still thought you were cool. It's got Billy D on the fucking bottle.
That's like the third or fourth time John's almost spat out his drink.
I know, but
I keep trying.
I kept it together, man.
He knows he's not a quitter. Final
not
thoughts.
Bitter either.
Well, that's what I mean.
What the fuck?
But
final thoughts.
You know what? Okay.
Please, somebody give a final thought.
Okay, so we kind of alluded to this a little bit earlier, and I know we talked about this before we started recording. We give our boy Ty a lot of shit because of all the Maria Menounos stuff that he posts on in response to the week. But I do want to say that this week, though, it was an amazing story that come out about Maria Menounos and surviving pancreatic cancer, also while being pregnant and stuff. I just think that's just amazing. As someone who I lost my father to cancer, anytime I see someone that can beat cancer, I think that is just amazing, and all the respect and the love in the world. And it's just, I just wanted to give a shout out to Maria Menounos for, for beating cancer. I think that's just the coolest.
Well, I mean, not to sound like a dick. I mean, I'm glad she's beat it and all that, but you tend to be able to beat it when you're in that high of a tax bracket. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, Jesus.
No, I'm just saying, dude, like if you have the money to beat it, it's beatable. That's all I'm saying.
All right, Michael Jackson beat it. Go ahead. You're next. Can't perform under pressure.
I kind of wanted to talk about the draft.
Okay.
To be completely honest, because I kind of feel like they're fucking up. And here's why. I know everybody's excited about Gunther or Walt. I'm just going to call him Walter because that's who the fuck he is. And I that Gunther shit, I wish they'd just get rid of it. Walter being drafted to Raw, they're excited about that because they want to see him wrestle guys. Like I think DDJ even said earlier, like Bronson Reed and these other guys. He won't. They're not going to put him in there with guys that can fucking stand up with him because they want him to be this world beating, just so dominant. So he's going to get, Grayson Waller and fucking, all Dolph Ziggler and these guys. And for a year, they're going to string this poor son of a bitch along with the Intercontinental title belt and keep him from where he needs to be, which is in the main event and in the WWE title picture. I wish and I hope that I'm wrong, and I hope that the plans that Paul Levesque have for this company in the future is giving these guys that should be getting opportunities on the highest level of the show, like Gunther and Bronson Reed and these other guys that we bring up all the time that we love to watch. But what's probably going to happen is we're going to see him wrestle Drew McIntyre and Sheamus like 15 more fucking times. In between that, they're going to feed like Xavier Woods to him and a couple of under 6 foot guys that he can just slap around and demolish because, I don't know why. I don't understand it. We're bringing talent up. They're bringing talent up to this level. And they're basically sacrificial. They're lambs, man. They're lambs led to the slaughter. These guys are all going to get fucking used up, beat up, put in dumb fucking storylines with guys that they're going to end up having to give their backup to that in some cases they're way more talented than. Grayson Waller, in my opinion, might be the best heel that WWE has going right now. In the sense of the guy is the most massive shit talker I have heard in such a long time, on par with MJF. You can't stump this kid. I've watched him go head to head with some of these guys, and he's not afraid. I've heard him get interviewed on Busted Open. He's very kayfabe. He sticks with what he's doing. I love the gimmick. I like his in-ring ability. He's very athletic. He's tall. He's got the look. He's what we would call in baseball terminology, a 5-tool player. And this kid's going to get fed. He's going to get fed to somebody, and he's going to languish. And all the work all the work he's done up to this point is going to be for naught. Especially when we know that there's guys on Raw right now. LA Knight. Here's a guy who is supremely talented, but yet everywhere he goes, he has to fucking prove himself. It's going to take him another 6 to 8 months of doing what he's doing before he even gets into a storyline that's worth a shit. And they're already bringing up Bray Wyatt coming back and a couple of these other guys that like Riddle and all that, which they've not really done shit with either. So I just don't understand the mindset of, well, we're shake things up. And when they say that, what they're saying is we're going to bring a bunch of other new fucking stiffs for our main roster to beat the shit out of so we can keep the same 5 or 6 talent on top, because this is the merchandise that's being sold right now. The reason why I'm probably more of an AEW fan, actually, you know what? Check that. The reason why I'm more into Impact Wrestling is because you just never know what you're going to get. You're going to see Josh Alexander against Speedball. You're going to see Bully Ray and Tommy Dreamer and all these guys go in, but there's never, it's not repetitive. It's not the same shit thrown into the skillet. We're not having Hamburger Helper every night. Every once in a while, they're throwing us something different in Impact Wrestling, and that's why I love it, and that's why I enjoy it. The storylines are crisper. I haven't seen Moose in a while, and I know I give the hot one shit about that, but even the storylines that Moose was a part of, even though I'm not really a huge fan of his, I'm a fan of his ability. I'm a fan of what he can do in the ring. I think he's got a decent promo. He's a decent heel. I think he needs a different gimmick. Like, he needs to lose the Moose shit, and we need to find something a little more Nino Brown, a little more gangster, a little more tough, because he comes off as a clown because that's the way they want him to come off. But the WWE's got a whole federation of people working there that are coming off like clowns, and that's the plan. So I don't get really excited about it. I wish I could. Like, I do. Like, I don't like being that guy that's constantly bitching about what's going on at WWE, because I love WWE. I grew up on it just like everybody else on the screen did. But the reason why we give AEW more of a rub is because even though their storylines are shit, the matches are always great, and they put as much into their TV as they can. At least we're seeing matches. It ain't backstage bullshit and dumb skits and stupid fucking vignettes that we're all tired of. We're wrestling fans, and we want to see wrestling, and that's why Impact being on the cover of Pro Wrestling Illustrated is a great thing, because you know what the women in Impact do? They fucking wrestle. They're workers. They're not boob jobs and dancing around the ring. Like, these bitches can go. And that's why we watch them.
Joey K, I don't think he can top these bitches can go. Go ahead, buddy.
No, I can't, because I just don't give a shit too. The fucking draft is done. Thank God we're past that. Because right now I pretty much hate all fucking wrestling. It is the worst. It is the fucking worst right now, man. I swear to God.
Happy we do a wrestling podcast.
Yeah. Sometimes it's really fucking tough, guys. It's really fucking hard out here.
Dude, you don't show it, so that's all.
Yeah, I keep it locked down pretty tight. That God damn it, so close again.
Like a bear trap.
I keep trying.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, my final thought is what I posted in our Shootin' Shit group today. Congrats to Pat McAfee and his wife Samantha on the birth of their daughter. Very, very happy for them. I've been a huge McAfee fan since the first iteration of his podcast on Barstool, to when he broke away from Barstool, and now he's grown into mega success. But if you follow along, he does, him and his wife, they both post a lot of their personal shit. Not a lot of their personal shit, but like some of their personal shit that they go through. And they have posted in the past, they were trying for a long time to get pregnant, and they lost a pregnancy, and it was very difficult for them and stuff. And, so it's really awesome to see, they got that end result that they were hoping for. So it's pretty awesome. So congrats to them. Very, very happy for them. That's my final thought for today.
That's beautiful, man. Also, congrats to the McAfee family. Congrats to I hear Walter and Jenny got married.
Yes.
Rumors are that Braun Strowman and Raquel also may have tied the knot. So
They did.
They did. That
I
shit's
think they
old.
did. Yes.
Yeah, congrats to them, man.
Can you imagine how big that kid's gonna be?
Oh, that motherfucker's coming out looking like Jordan Grace.
Except taller.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And let's hope it's a girl.
We can only hope. Before I go into my final thought, gentlemen, whose question is it this time for the question of the week this week?
It's
Dennis
me.
J. Jr.
Oh, hey, dickhead, it's your turn. I can't wait. Hey, everybody who fucking posts, I swear to God, I will ban you if you comment on DDJ's post this week. Just to teach him a lesson. I will.
Well, I
fucking
can
ban
unban
you.
them because I have just as much power as you do.
Oh, dude.
Ooh.
Oh.
Joey
Alright,
doesn't sleep.
All right,
so.
there, spell check. We'll talk about that later.
Spell check. They ain't wrong.
Shout out to Ty again.
Fucking Ty.
Love that guy. He's all right, man.
I love Ty to death, man, but god damn it. God damn it, bro.
Dude does love him some Maria Menounos and spelling.
Told you.
Well, I'm glad that he invited me to drink a beer with him and Maria Menounos. That was at least nice of
You
it.
should be honored.
Have
Actually,
you
I
seen?
gotta give Ty whoa! I gotta give Ty a quick shout out. He was at the Raw, or wait, was it Raw or SmackDown in Chicago last? DDJ Raw. He was at the Raw SmackDown, and he picked me up a Chicago 316 T-shirt. So,
oh, he got you one?
Yeah, my man, he picked me up one. So I'm
Nice.
excited. I'll be picking that up in a couple of weeks.
Question, man. Have you seen that Dahmer documentary?
Not
on
yet.
Netflix?
Not yet.
No.
So there's a part where and it's not giving anything away of the movie. I mean, it would fucking happen in real life.
Yeah, I know everything there is to know. I just haven't watched the show.
Yeah. So there's a part where he brings a dude back to watch a movie, and he basically is holding this fucker at machete point, watching his favorite movie on the small TV. That's you and Ty and Maria Menounos.
Yeah, he has the machete and he's holding it on Maria.
He's just holding it on the TV, talking about just gonna watch.
Yeah,
settle down. Maria's on. Anyway, final thoughts for me today, so we can take this home, guys. It's just a good time to be an eclectic wrestling fan. All these other companies are starting to pop up and catch some shine. We talked about MLW. We talked about Impact. When's the last time these companies have been brought up, in the mainstream? Not that we're mainstream, but fuck. Other
we're
people
mainstream, man.
Yeah, we're getting there. But there are other people who are covering them, big time hitters out there that are covering these people.
Dude,
and
we're a wrestling podcast that has more than 5 fucking listeners. We might as well be mainstream.
Here we go.
We are no longer
so
we're no longer my mom, Jerry, Sean, Joey's mom, sister maybe, brother probably. So yeah, shit, we're doing good.
The Big O, Michael, Oliver.
Oh, shout out to the Big O. I need to have a drink with that guy. He's pretty cool. I like him. He's good people. But yeah, man, shout out to all of y'all too that just listen to us. That's fucking awesome. Join our Facebook page, interact. We can shout you guys out. We've known some people for a while that listen. Definitely would like to get to know some of y'all newer guys too, man. Fucking tell us what you like, what you don't like. We'll take some suggestions, everything but dick jokes. Dick jokes are off the table due to
we don't need help with those. We got the plenty.
Yeah, and I mean we kind of got told by the Johners we need to cut that shit out anyway. So we do them when we can, but it's not over gracious anymore. There was a slight one thrown out there today. But yeah. Anyway, final thoughts. I'm pulled my ADD just went left. Final thoughts. All the great wrestling that's out there, guys. Please go out there, introduce yourself to new forms of wrestling, introduce yourself to some of these companies. Get in there and find out that there's more than just WWE. There's more than just AEW.
But only get in there if you wash your ass, you fucks.
Please. And use deodorant, because the fucking shows last like 5 to 6 hours, and I'm standing next to you for 5 to 6 hours. I'd rather smell Aqua Reef than what came out the queef. All right, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey!
We are shooting shit. It is the Bullet Club anniversary. Goodbye. Good nights. Bang.
Bang. Be sure to check us out on YouTube at www.youtube.com/@SHOOTINGSHT. Find us on Facebook at www.facebook.com/groups/SHOOTINSHT. Check us out on TikTok at SHOOTINSHIT. And you can buy your official Shootin' Shit shirt at www.prowrestlingtees.com/SHOOTINSHT. And thanks for watching.
Attention wrestling fans and fans of Shootin' Shit podcasts. You can now be one of the cool kids by going to ProWrestlingTees.com and buy the official Shootin' Shit t-shirt. Buy it now and be there at ringside.